In 2020, my siblings and I combined our stimulus checks and bought a car.
Yeah, but that's just the tip of the iceberg.
The Treppers own, manage, and maintain 20 plus doors. Given the game by our dad, he taught us generational knowledge creates generational wealth.
Learn with us the do's and don'ts of real estate and property management.
You've been to the Bando. Now, let us introduce you to the Trep.
Welcome to Season 2 of Trep Out the Bando.
Welcome back, Treppers, to the top of Season 2 of Trep Out the Bando. I know y'all missed us. We back, and we got another project for y'all. We focusing on Trep this season, which means that we may not always be at the Bando, but we will always be at one of these properties that we own, manage, or just do our thing at. You feel me? So today's project is for OG Trep, and if you can see this gigantic big blue wrapper behind us, this is a wheelchair ramp. So we're gonna put this thing together and hopefully save our backs a little bit, because we've been having to roll our pops up some stairs, guys.
Me, by myself.
By myself.
180-pound man in a wheelchair.
By herself.
Up some stairs. I need this. I'm tired. My back hurt.
Your back hurt?
It hurt.
You need to get you a chiropractor.
I do. Y'all know what?
Anyway, all right, man, we finna get started. We don't even know. We've never put one of these together. We don't know what to expect. We've got some of our basic tools. It's an aluminum ramp, which means that it should be weatherproof and it won't rust. It's metal, it won't rot. So hopefully we made the right choice. This is coming from, it's called the Easy Access Pathway Modular Wheelchair Ramp. That's a mouthful. We got it from Discount Ramps. And I'm gonna just cut to the chase and let y'all know that this ramp costs $4,400. But it's an investment for the well-being of our father. So we're gonna take the time and assemble this ourselves. Welcome to another Trep Out the Bando adventure. Let's get it.
So, while they over there doing that, your boy over here reading the instructions. You feel me? See, you already got diagrams and stuff.
So we're gonna do an L shape. This is gonna come straight off the driveway, 90-degree turn, and then go towards the front door. Yeah! Look at them. Look at them NGs getting it. Look, they some professional movers. They a professional moving company. This thing is huge though. I told them a 4x4 and they done gave me this. So hopefully we don't run into no crazy situation.
Do it for all the strong black women right now. Don't scratch up my daddy ramp. Okay, stay away from the caddy.
Right.
Okay, baby Trep with the muscles.
I got it.
I'm just trying to mimic this. So that square is now this. These are now this and that. And that's it. So guys, this is the path that we're going to add the ramp to. And even though it's a straight walk path here, you do eventually reach your first lip that you need to lift OG Trep onto. And then we rotate right here. And then we lift them up, lift them up, lift them up, and lift them up again. And then we're back to a straight to the door. But we want to create a ramp that basically ramps over these steps here and connects to a straight path here. So we're mimicking this, we're just making it one continuous ramp and installing one ramp to cover it up. First, we're just gonna lay everything out. Nevin's already got one section up here. We need to go ahead and pull it out of the box. Step one was to lay all the pieces out in a rough fashion so we can estimate the position of the turn platform in relation to the ramp. We also wanted to double check the dimensions of the ramp to make sure they will span the length of the stairs. And at this moment, my suspicions were confirmed. I know for a fact I did not order this big turn platform right here. I know I didn't do that. So I'm hoping that it's not gonna create any crazy complications when it comes to just attaching and lining everything up. But like, personally, I think this looks great as it is. I feel like it's gonna be an easy incline to traverse to get up here. And then what we may end up having to do, even though I wanted this platform to sit snug in the corner, because that part is so long, we probably gonna have to pull this part back some so it can be flush on the edge right here. Now it's just a matter of reading the instructions and figuring out what the attachment mechanisms are, and you know, we put the feet on now and then level it out, blah blah blah.
All I need is the sparklers. Bottle. Get a bottle.
Wow,
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see it.
We figured something out.
We figured
Okay.
So I figured we do that on both sides, screw these up on both sides, and that's gonna lock that in.
Yeah, it is.
Boom.
Okay. No sleeping on the job, baby Trep. Mr. George, where did you find this one? He's no good, man. Where you find this one? He sleep on the job, man. So currently, guys, where we are is we just attached, like we said. You can see the orientation of this little connector, buckle, whatever piece. This is where railing is gonna slide down into. We've got the bracket stretching across, but we have this gap, and we're thinking that there's supposed to be something in this gap to fill it. I'm inclined to say that there's not, because it should provide drainage for water. And
I feel like one.
yeah, I think it's fine, honestly. The gap is so tight that a wheel or anything is not a trip hazard. And also, if these touched, I'm sorry guys, if these touched, this gap would still be here. So unless there's something we're missing, which we might by the time we get to the end of the box, but it's just trial and error right now.
Help me!
Here, take this bolt. And that way, as soon as the holes line up at the bottom, just hit one.
Is this? Yeah.
Now that we figured out one of the foundational connection pieces, which is this, because to it goes feet and handrail uprights attached to these straight bolts here, and they connect ramp sections. So these are some of the major components of connecting a ramp together overall. Now that we figured that out, we're gonna repeat this step for each section where it applies in our ramp configuration. Of course, it'll be different for each person. And before we decide to connect this long section of ramp to our turn platform, you can see Nelly is over there setting and assembling some of the feet. And then Nevin just found the ramp hangers that allows for the ramp to connect to the platform. And so those connect in as so, as you just saw. We have two currently on this area of the platform. And we're probably gonna just continue to rough in and assemble these little connector pieces and feet and various things like that. A lot of the parts are very repetitive, but when we get to some other pieces that y'all haven't seen, we'll be sure to film and share that with you. But in the meantime, I think we're all just gonna start cooking in different areas of this ramp, since at this point it's a lot of repetitive parts. What I'm probably gonna do is go ahead and connect this short portion, and we've already determined that there is a ground transition piece that comes in 3 sections. Each of the sections will have a graduated, each section has a graduating like middle support piece. And then you can see right here, they just slide into each other's channels. It's 3 pieces, and that's pretty much how those are configured. And this area is designed to transition from the flat ground up to the first area of the first ramp section, which is what we have here. You guys will see a more detailed finished result of that when we complete it. But for now, so far so good. We pretty much understand where everything goes. We'll show you guys how the ramp rails attach once we get to that point. At this point, we can see that this side is higher than that side based on the levels, and this side is higher than that side. So really, if these two sides start to raise up, that'll capture the transition hangers that we have here. Nevin, you could come up more. Higher, right there. Right down a smidge, boom. And now that one needs to do the same thing.
All right, we had to get the bracket and line the bracket up right here. We're gonna put this one in first to secure it. Okay. And then once we secure that, we'll be able to move the rail and adjust it to this. And we got a handrail.
We got a handrail.
Those brackets are designed for the end of the ramp where there is no splicing mechanism. So you guys remember when we installed this one, it had 3 sets of 2 bolts. The first set you saw, we attached this member to it, and this is going to be for our foot. And then we had these 2 sets of bolts here. These were for the handrails to go up. Now on the ends, these ends don't splice to another piece of ramp, so they have a specific end bracket that allows just for bolts for a single application of the rail. Yeah. So that's why that's on the end.
So now let's see if I got the gusto to pull this through here.
Ramp assembly is pretty straightforward. A socket wrench, level, and maybe a rubber mallet to tap parts in place is essentially all you will need. There are some Allen keys included with the assembly parts that you can use to lock the platform legs in place. We tightened up a few uprights and kept progressing.
Okay, we got Big Trep over here. I'm gonna let him wrestle with that. Let's see what he got. I give him about 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
5 minutes, bro. You got 5 minutes to get this done. We're gonna come back at
pressure right there.
We're gonna come back at 26. We got baby Trep on the job right here. She adjusting the feet, making sure that they're level, sitting nice.
So basically, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this piece right here and we're gonna lock it in right there. And then those are the handrails for this area type thing. Let's see if I can make something shake.
Let's just stop what we do. Clean up. If we have the energy to keep going after we've cleaned up and kind of got ready, then we could keep going.
This is a look at how far we were able to get in about 2.5 hours. The platform and upper portion of the ramp were assembled and put in place, but the longer bottom half, we decided to keep it disconnected even though it was fully assembled, because we did not want anyone to use it until it was complete.
Welcome back, Treppers. It's day 2. As you see, we are sitting on a big, beautiful ramp. This is where we are currently. Boom, boom, boom. This piece right here will, of course, come down this walkway. So all we gotta do is literally flip it over and set it in place. But we are still building. As you see, like, the platform right here does not have any railings on it. So that's where what we are working on. So right now, there's nothing in here to protect people from kind of scraping themselves on this. There's a little black cap to put right there. What you got to say?
How I can get my emotions involved. Teach me how to trap. That goes on the other end.
What, up here?
Yes.
Oh, because it's angled, right?
Exactly.
Legally.
That's it. See, we have a nice, easy transition from ground to ramp,
We really do.
from ramp to ground.
And
Boy,
come with its own. Have you found one?
y'all should have seen this. This right here almost took the Treppers out yesterday.
No, it didn't. It was super. Really, it might have took us out mentally because it didn't make sense how it attaches.
It just flipped over, like you see, like this. Oh no, it's the same damn shit.
So for those of y'all who might be building one of these, this is known as the ground transition piece. And really what it does is it's gonna hook into the end of the ramp. You have to hook it in and turn it up. So that's how it actually attaches. You may see the two edges. If this is the transition and this is the end of the ramp, it looks like they would butt up to each other like that, but really you have to hook it in and turn it up, and that's what makes it smooth and flush and secure. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a circle. You have a, where did you get that one from? Does that one have a matching? That's what I'm looking for.
So we're not going to do the ones at the bottom because we may have to do some configuration down here. We're going to do the ones at the top first.
At the tizzy.
But don't look like you did nothing, boy. Ah! Ah! Ooh, you just stripped it. You just he just talked about scripting screws. But look, y'all, man, look at this. Look at that.
What?
That junk is not even, boy.
What that is? Still the same.
I'm doing the next one.
Come on, man. Since you got it.
Ugh.
Flip the script. Do it then.
Let me get my bag.
Show me this girl magic.
Black girl magic. Black girl magic. Don't worry, I got this, y'all. Let me show, man.
I'm getting down right in your nitty gritty.
That's fine. I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. Alright. So, gonna hold that thing in like that, huh? Like so, like that.
Weak.
Your daddy.
The daddy weak.
This one might end up being off as well.
Hey,
It
Hey.
probably is.
watch your mouth.
The wide shot. Then come in. Did she do it?
Is.
There it is. Oh, better than nothing.
By like half a centimeter.
All right, y'all come over here and peep game. So we are working on the platform handrails. Currently, tip number 1 is to make sure that you have these oriented so that the circles are at the highest point. The bottom part of this actually has no pre-drilled holes in it. So the last maybe 6 or 8 inches of this is solid on the bottom. So you want that on the bottom, and then you want all the holes nearest to the top at the top.
Gotcha.
Then it's arranged where there's circular pipe, another circular pipe, and then close to the bottom will be your square pipe, your square tube.
Gotcha.
for each pair, each set of 2 circles and 1 square, you'll have your bolts, and you only need the bolts and the washer on each end. The pipes are pre-threaded, and you just line it up and pass it through. I'm electing on my own where I want the pipes to land. Of course, I'm gonna do one at the top. We're gonna probably set this second set right here, maybe, potentially. And then the final ones will go close to the bottom.
Go ahead, let them know.
So it appears that the manufacturers sent the wrong parts with this kit. I ordered a smaller platform than this one, so they sent us a larger platform on mistake, and then but sent parts that match my actual order when it comes to the railing that's supposed to match the platform.
Gotcha.
So therefore, we now have one set of rails that cannot span the full distance of the platform in either of the dimensions. Meaning these are too short to span from here to here, and they're also too short to span from here to here. So we have two sets of handrails that are mostly obsolete. Let's just get creative. Let's hook it, fuck it. You tell me what to do. I need to lift, rock, what? You need to just chill out right now, G, do what you do. You can drop it. This so stupid. It's not gonna lift. Oh, okay. The foot needed to release.
So Treppers, you gotta make sure you got your tools nice and organized. As you can see, OC Dwayne, you see what he got here. An assortment, all lined up, perfectly organized. You know, yesterday I was talking about how organized my brother is, and everybody was acting like I was just saying some old bullshit.
That's called a toolkit.
Hey, go on now. Go on. Ain't nobody told you to, ain't nobody at the peanut gallery.
Yeah, so we're gonna pull from here to here and see if we can go to the store and buy something that's the proper dimension, exactly like this. Hopefully it don't cost a whole lot of money. We'll get it cut to, I'm gonna call it 60 3/4.
Gotcha.
I like that.
Well, I have to call it a night.
Boy, that junk look crazy. I don't even much know. It look like a kaleidoscope or something. Boy, I need to be a fifth creative, boy.
Baby Trep is not here with us right now. It's about 9:30 in the morning. We need to get an early start on this project. We took a trip to Home Depot yesterday, and we purchased some pieces that we think are gonna fill in the gaps with the parts that were not sent to us so that we could complete the platform. We're gonna be basically inventing our own solution for the railing system. What we've decided to do is take the square tubing that's blank on each end. We're gonna use the inserts that were provided in the kit. The inserts are down here. There'll be threaded inserts that'll go on each end of the tube. But what we're gonna do with this tube is we're technically gonna cut it in half so that we have two ends that we can thread inserts into. And then we're gonna span the gap with this aluminum angle. Now that we got our final piece that's gonna stretch across from here to here, and look at that fit. That's like right on point.
We had to cut you squares off. You squares off. Said we had to cut you squares off. You squares off. Hey. Squares off.
So we're gonna insert here.
Go crazy on it.
And we've clamped it in 2 orientations so it can sit nice and tight. And now we're marking where we're gonna actually tap screws in to lock the tube to the angle aluminum. So we've elected to do about every 4 inches, starting with 2 inches in from the edge. So 2, 6, 10, and 16 on the top. Yes. All right, we just got about 6 more to go per tube. Our threaded insert, this is our square tube and this is our angle. We measured out our screw holes, both side to side and vertically, to make sure they are evenly spaced. We decided to match the orientation on the top. And so we just have to do this same thing to the other side. It is a little time consuming, but it is a great solution that's gonna be a clean look when it's all said and done. And of course, if we didn't have to do this and work around the fact that the manufacturer sent the wrong parts, we probably would be much further along. But you take lemons, you make limousines. Dad's maiden voyage on the ramp. Not even done, but it's already working. Okay, so as y'all see, this is our first fully assembled. We cut it in half, cut the tube in half, slid it to both ends, inserted the threaded rod into each end, and then lined the entire thing with screws, fastening the square tubing to the angle. So let's take this over to where it's gonna be installed and check the fit. It feels really sturdy though. Like, it feels sturdy. So it's really gonna be like this.
Yeah, that's the shot we want right there. You see that butt up? You see that butt? You see that butt? You see that butt? Boy, ambidextrous with it. That's progress right there. That's progress right there, boy. That thing looking Gucci.
We fitted in a lot of different parts, and now what we're gonna do is we're going to use our hammer drill with a masonry bit on it. This is designed to drill into rock, stone, brick, concrete, yada yada. And I have a hard stop on it to set the depth of how deep I need to go, so that we can set these pins here into the concrete. So we're gonna poke a hole and then tap this through into the hole. Okay, so I just finished punching the hole with the masonry bit on my hammer drill. And we're gonna just drop this anchor in, and then we're gonna hammer it down. You hear that? That's how you know that thing bit.
We concluded the day, and Young Trep started the next day by prepping us to close this last small gap with our new and original materials. This was simple. We notched out portions of our aluminum angle so that the horizontal bracing could be set into the cavity created by the uprights. A few self-tapping screws fastens everything together nicely. The 2 lower braces were angled aluminum, and then we used a cut of the circle tubing for the top rail because it is more comfortable to grab. Then I had to step away and meet with duct cleaners that were headed to Trep HQ.
I'm here by myself. They left me, but I got a trap. I drilled the hole here. Boom. This is the hole I was just drilling. I went ahead and put a washer and bolt on there, and I went ahead and attached it on both sides. As you can see here, that's the bolt on this side. That bolt is threaded, goes all the way through. So that was the solution we came up with. So this is the finished construction. So Narelle just put a masonry blade on that saw, and he's about to cut one of the stones in half so that we can try to fit it in right there at the landing strip.
Yep.
These steel toes,
don't matter.
bro. The nail right there,
Oh,
dog.
my bad.
Yeah, you hear that? Yeah. Solid. Smack it.
The ramp. I'm tired of building the ramp.
Well, that's too damn bad. All right, y'all. Y'all see what we did. Y'all see what it was. Trep done got OG right. Easy to push him up. Boom. Little ingenuity right here. You don't even know. You don't even notice. That thing look good, boy. That thing look like it's futuristic.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all next time. This has been Trep out the Bando, where we turn stimmy checks to a quadruplex.